Elon Musk stalker Brandon Collado claims Tesla CEO stalked him and X Grimes sent him coded messages on Instagram. So basically, this individual is an absolute nutcase. So let's get right into it. So Brandon Collado, an Uber Eats driver, identified himself as the supposed stalker on Saturday, replying to Musk's tweet. Let's see. The Twitter CEO shared a clip of Collado being stopped by a member of his security in Los Angeles Tuesday. Musk blamed a now suspended account at Elon Jet, which tracked the location of his private jet using a bot, and he claimed the account shared real-time assassination coordinates that threatened his family. However, the Washington Post reported that police haven't found a link between the confrontation and the jet tracking account. "I am the guy in this video," Collado reportedly wrote in response. However, Collado would claim that Musk has connections to me and have stalked me and my family for over a year. The response seems to be deleted at the time of the writing, and while speaking with the Post, Collado shared that he is interested in the Tesla CEO and the musician Grimes, the mother of two of the billionaire's youngest children. Collado made several bizarre and unsupported claims, according to the Post, believing that Grimes was sending him coded messages through her Instagram post, which that's just kind of weird. He also claimed that Musk was monitoring his location and could control Uber Eats to block him from receiving delivery orders. Like, this dude is like insane. And this is a problem. There's a lot of people that exist that go through like daily life that basically live in like a vacuum. Like, they believe that their life is like this weird alternate universe, basically, right? Like, their sense of reality, like what is actually real and what is not real, is like not working for them. It's like not clicking. So the incident involving Collado and Musk security was near the home where Grimes, real name Claire Boucher, lives. Grimes herself has been a target of stalking after she was granted a restraining order against a man named Raymond Barajas in 2018. Barajas showed up at Grimes' home believing the singer was secretly communicating with him through her music. So, like, basically, this is like extremely eerily similar to the Collado guy, Stalker, right? Which is like really depressing, right? Do a lot of these like ladies that are like in the like public viewpoint have these types of stalkers where like they for some reason believe that they're getting some sort of message from them? Like, guess what? None of them are sending messages to any of the people that are like normies. Like, none of these celebrities are like giving any sort of hint to normie people as to what their intentions are. Like, I don't know. Police are investigating the incident with Collado, who claimed that he pulled over at a gas station in Grimes' neighborhood while making Uber Eats deliveries. He said Musk's security team confronted him for no reason, linking it to his belief that Musk was tracking his location. Musk suspended Jack Sweeney, the college student behind the at Elon Jet account, after the confrontation, and the website's rules on pages sharing real-time information were also changed. Ba 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 ba. Nothing else. So here's the thing. I think this is more of like a situation of like severe mental health issues. And the problem that I see is like if this person is not on medication, they probably need to be put on medication or see a therapist, because what is going inside their head is not correct, like, at all, right? But the problem is, how do you help someone in this situation where their reality is real to them, but not real to the rest of the world, right? Like that's a very scary situation. And the sad part is it's probably going to be really expensive, and this individual probably won't be able to pay for his own help. Like, who knows what's going to end up actually happening out of this? Like, it could be very well a situation where cops end up investigating him and they find out some really crazy stuff on his devices or something, and then he ends up basically going to like jail or prison. Like, who knows? And the crazy thing is, this has already happened before, meaning it is probably already going to happen again with a brand new stalker, right? Like Grimes already had a stalker with this type of like mental issue where they believed in a reality that did not exist. With, like, oh, she's sending me messages through her music. Oh, she's sending me messages through her Instagram posts. Like, what next is going to be she's sending me messages when she's on podcast with like Lex Friedman or something. Like it's going to be crazy stuff. And again, this worries me because one, it shows that these type of people exist. Two, they're just walking around with no one really knowing. This kind of goes to show you like this, like for example, this type of mental issue is pretty much the same as if having someone believe that they are basically getting chased by someone that wants to like end them, so they end up like grabbing for whatever it is that is near them to protect themselves, and then ends the person that they believe is actually trying to end them, and in reality it might be like a family member, right? Like that's a very scary situation. Like, how do you solve that, right? And I don't know. Feel free to give your thoughts if you stumble upon this. I think this person needs to go see a therapist, needs to go see a doctor or something. Probably needs to be put onto some sort of medication. The problem is, can he even afford it if he were to get put on it? Like, it's a really, like, it's not a good situation at all, right? Because if your main income stream is being an Uber Eats driver, you're probably not making a really good living. Also, you being in California and you being an Uber Eats driver, you're really not making a good living, right? Like, I don't even know how this individual is actually surviving in California doing Uber Eats. Like, how can you survive on that income? I don't know what the actual annual income for like an Uber Eats driver in California, but the cost of living in California is so absurdly high. So absurdly high. Feel free to give your thoughts. This is the main reason why I think everyone should have a lot of money at their disposal so that if really weird stuff happens like this, they could maybe pay for security, maybe hire like an assistant to be around them, maybe be able, like if they're like this crazy dude, maybe they're able to pay for their medications that they need to pay for. Like, the thing is, money doesn't solve anything, but they definitely make really weird situations more manageable.